Okay. What I mean by stop being black is, let me give you the example. Okay. When I went to this meeting, and it was from meetup.com or whatever. So I go there with my partner, and one of the first things that I said to him was like, "Darn, we don't only black people here, and how ignorant, you know, to carry that, to to notice that, for that to come off my tongue means that I am identifying myself with a group of people, and I don't feel comfortable if I'm the only person that looks a certain way in a certain area or whatever. Okay? And I've been wondering why I find myself, you know, being attracted, or yeah, being attracted to these videos about white and black. And it's because within my own spirit, on this spiritual journey that I'm on, and I never properly introduced myself, you know, my name is Audrey, and I was Muslim for like 8 years, since I was a Salafi Muslim, and I shut myself out from like a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, anybody that knows Muslims, I was trying to do things by the book, and it was very frustrating. It was like one of the worst experiences I could ever talk about. One of the worst experiences. Were there good things about Islam? Did it teach me stuff? Yes, it did. But the constant trying to amount or trying to live up to those expectations was just ridiculous. And that's why a lot of people, when you try to give dawah, they call it, or call them to Islam, they're like, what? I gotta pray 5 times a day. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's like, darn, where does the list of tasks end? And it was dreadful. So I'm happy that I'm not there anymore, but I do respect people who choose that religion, or whoever wants to choose whatever religion for whatever reason. I respect that, to each his own. But anyway, and, I've, in 2011, I decided that it wasn't for me, for whatever reason in my heart, in my spirit, I said, I'm not for this anymore, and it's a long story, and I'm just going to bypass that. But anyway, I've been searching now for who I am, and what I am, and what are my abilities, you know. And for me, I feel like being black, being a black female, so-called black female, is something that I've been trying to relate to, And so this is where this idea came to me today, and I said, you know what? I'm not black, and I'm gonna stop considering myself black, And listen, maybe this idea might not be for you. If you want to be black and you want to say black power and, all this nonsense, that's you. That's what fits you. But if you're looking for peace, you're looking for unity, you're looking for tranquility, you're looking for ascension, accept the whole universe, the world, and what good it has for you that makes you happy. That's what I feel you should do. I don't think that it's right to wish harm or neglect someone because of their skin color. You know, out of everything that we can relate to the pain that those so-called black people went through during slavery and those times in history where there was like prejudice and a lot of prejudice and racism. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist today, but you have to be bigger than that. You have to just act. You have to act, and you have to consciously not consider yourself a black person. That's how I feel, you know. I'm speaking from my perspective to people who are just interested in hearing other perspectives. So I don't want people to have the misconception that I'm trying to persuade anybody to any thought, like, because I don't like when people are just so adamant that they want to prescribe something for people like it's for everybody. So I mean, that's not what I'm doing. I'm sharing my personal experience. Maybe you can relate to it. Maybe you agree. Maybe this helps you in some way. That's why I'm sharing this with you. Not because I feel like all so-called black people need to get on this way of thinking like I am. That's not where I'm coming from. Okay, so like I was saying, I feel like if a person identifies themselves as African, or black, even white. I mean, I would I was told today that or I read a comment by a person that says not all Caucasians are white. And you wouldn't know that unless you asked the person, you know. So I said I know, but I was thinking that people come in all different colors from all different places, really, you know. Um, and it's just, how can I say it? It's just people separate themselves in so many ways, and then they wonder why people treat them like that. They wonder why, they call people a spick, they call people nigger, they call people white trash, or all these names. But look how we separate ourselves. Why can't we, you know, and by what I mean we, if you want to be seen for who you are, then why would you separate yourself? That's what I'm thinking. So instead of considering myself as a black woman or African American woman, I just consider myself that I am. I'm here, I'm existing, and that's what I am. I am what my hands do and what manifests from my tongue and the changes that I make. That's what I am. I will no longer consider myself black because, first of all, that has nothing to do with where I come from or where my ancestors come from. And honestly, we are more than what meets the eye. And I think I said that earlier. But anyway, I'm a multi-dimensional being, and I have yet to discover all the different parts of me. And I encourage other people to look into that experience because I think that there's a lot there and there's a lot to experience. So, with that being said, that will be all, I believe. Let me just think. Is there anything else I want to add? I don't think there is. I think I've said it. I am going to stop considering myself as black. I think it'll take some conditioning because with everything, I feel like, we're creatures of habit. But I believe I made a breakthrough moment in realizing, Audrey, you are not black. You are not an African American. You are you. So just live and be you and be brave and be courageous and be a joy, be happiness, be love, and accept people. And I feel like, doing that, I will change my world. If people did that, I believe the world would change. Those are my beliefs. And once again, I'm not trying to persuade you of anything, just sharing my perspective, and that's all. Okay? So I wish you all well. I wish you well being, love, and prosperity. So until next time, have a nice evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you.